welcome back to another episode of Ulon.Life. My name is Eson. I have my beautiful co-host in with me this evening, Jennifer. How you doing, Queen?
Good,
all right,
Peter.
all right. That's what I'm talking about. So tonight we're getting ready to do a special show. Are you guys able to pass this through? When we're ready? Okay, listen up. So I want to give you a quick insight real quick. So this person, you can see now, all my people on live, you're not going to be able to see some of the stuff that we're showing behind the scenes, especially on TV. But for our TV viewers, you will be able to see. Now, we are going to this webcam real quick. If you guys see this, this is Terrence Burns. So we're getting ready to show Terrence Burns, who actually we have decided to promote, push, and back up. This is a young fellow who has been going for quite a while, and I want him to introduce himself. So without further ado, we're going to get right on into the show. This is history right here, y'all. Patch him through. Terrence, are you here? Can you hear us, Terrence?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, Peter, man.
Okay, how you doing, brother? Now, for you guys on my live, you're not going to be able to hear him barely. Can you turn it up at all? In there? Because we can hear him barely. Go ahead, Terrence. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So now people at home can hear you. First of all, let me say welcome to the land of living, Terrence. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm peaceful, man. Hey, man, I can't complain, man. You know what I mean? I'm blessed by the best, and I'm just protecting my sanity in here.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad you're keeping your head up, man. It's a great pleasure to be able to advocate for you, young man, and get the word out there and get the story out there real quick. So I'm going to go back to the overhead real quick just so our people at home can get a glance at what's going on. So, Terrence, now I want to know a little bit about your case. In 1995, you were all wrongly accused of a crime, and I just want to know, unjustly, you were accused unjustly. So, can you tell the people at home basically a little bit about why you felt this was going unjustly?
Right. Okay. I was incarcerated unjustly, right?
Correct.
Simply because I was not at the scene of the crime, acting as a lookout for no one. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I had absolutely nothing to do with the crime, and I had no knowledge whatsoever of the crime.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right. So real quick, hold on a second, Terrence. For my live viewers, what he said is basically that he was not at the crime during the incident that happened, and there was no way that he could have been at the crime due to the things that came out about the crime, and he's going to get ready to tell a little bit more. So I'm kind of giving my viewers on live, you know, a little bit more about it. And I know you guys at home can hear it. But go ahead, Terrence.
Okay, look, right? You know, when it happened, the detectives, right?
Right.
That I was interrogated by knew that I was innocent.
Correct.
But like instead, they still managed to use me as a guinea pig because I was a juvenile.
Correct.
Naive to the interrogation processes.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right. And so basically that's what we do here. We just come up, we know we support people. We just want to hear two sides of the story, as we know that the story that has been coming out, the detectives, he said, basically used them as a guinea pig, and and they were known for this. You know, we've done a lot of research. These two officers were known for this. So we're just getting the word out there, the story, that we're backing up our brothers and sisters out here. But go ahead, Terrence, because we just want to kind of alliterate for our lives that can't really hear. We can hear perfect in the studio and you guys at home, but go ahead.
Okay, and furthermore, right, all the time the alleged killer, whom I was made by detectives to act as a lookout man for, right?
Correct.
Crime. The alleged killer was actually in 18th District Police lockup on the day and at the time the crime took place. Know what I mean? So
correct.
Based on that fact, how could I have been made accountable for the crime of this so-called alleged killer when he
Okay, what he said was, for my live, is that at the time of the alleged crime, the people that were deemed as the killer, because they were trying to say this young man at 17 years old was a lookout. The people who were accused of the crime were legally and allegedly in 18th District at the time, meaning paperwork and all. Everybody know the police said themselves that they were in 18th. So it's impossible for it to be a lookout for someone who wasn't even there. That's what this man is saying. Go ahead, Terrence.
Exactly. You know, so piggybacking off what you just said, you know, so it's like, how can I be accountable for the crime of this so-called alleged killer when he neither I was at the scene of the crime, acting as a lookout? You know what I mean?
Correct.
It's like, you know, and I have compelling newly discovered evidence that proves my innocence.
Correct.
You feel me? So,
Yes.
And you know, sadly to say, man, 23 years and 5 months I've been wrongfully imprisoned and a total victim of the justice system. You know what I mean? So
Correct.
that's why I've been incarcerated unjustly. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And justice needs to prevail, you know, by way of exoneration, man.
Yes, yes. So basically what he's saying is 23 years and it's still, the supposed killer is still out there, because remember, even in the testimony, even if you would look at it by the state's evidence, that this man was supposedly a lookout. So that means that they don't even have the killer. So it's basically an unsolved mystery. So you've locked up somebody who supposedly that the killer was already exempt from the scene, never made it to court. But yet you have somebody who's a lookout for someone who wasn't even there. So this case has got to be exonerated. We're pushing forward for you, Terrence. And by the way, you know, and kind of switching gears a little bit, tell people how they can get in touch with you to keep abreast of what's going on, because you are going to be on Ulon.Life, meaning the website. We're going to let everybody know what's going on with your exoneration, because as of now, there is paperwork in front of Kim Fox for exoneration with a organization they have called the CIU. And can you tell them what the CIU stands for?
The Conviction Integrity Unit.
That's right, the Conviction Integrity Unit, which is it's part of the state, and what they do is they go into cases and actually find that the person may have most likely done time innocently, and they exonerate this person. And that's what's happening with Terrence Burns right now. We are pushing forward, and we're pushing forward. Ulon definitely supports him. We want to make sure that the public is aware of this major case that is going on, where this young man lost 23 years of his life, 23 years and 5 months.
5 months.
5 months, just to clear the record. And what is your page, so people can go to your page to find out more about you, Terrence?
Okay, I have 2 pages. I have my initial page, Terrence Burns, you know, and ones could go on the Terrence Burns page and they could be linked to my Justice for Terrence Burns page.
Okay, great.
The Justice for Terrence Burns page is the page where ones can learn about my situation.
Right. So what he's saying for you guys on my live is you can go to Justice for Terrence Burns. It's a and then there are links on that page. So Justice for Terrence Burns. You can definitely find the links, and you can go to it. We're gonna be pushing on Ulon.Life for you as well. Now, Terrence, real quick, a little birdie told me that it's incredible to me to know all you've been going through in there, right? But furthermore, we hear that you even do a little bit of poetry, a little bit of spoken word.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. I do spoken word poetry. I write the poetry, to pass time,
Right.
And I'm real nice with it, you know what I mean?
And that's incredible. What he just said is he actually writes poetry to pass time. I know his heart is heavy, but at the same time, he's keeping uplifting spirit right now through all of this. Now, let me say this real quick, too. One of the main reasons that we're doing this and that we're pushing for you here at Ulon.Life is because we're matching a name with a voice. Because a lot of times when they do these, they just talk about it. You hear it in the news. A lot of my personal activist friends are advocating for people as such, but you never really get to match the face with a voice. And so not only we're doing that, but we're matching it with some of the things that we're showing on the screen, as well as a glimpse into his life through poetry, because spoken word is deep. It's a form of rap, but even more so, you can get deeper in it. So, Terrence, I know what you're going through, but I hate to put you on the spot, but I want to know if you got a deep, hot spoken word piece we could hear real quick.
I most definitely do, man.
Woo! All right.
I got a piece, man, that I could share with the world. It's called Broken Silence, man. You know what I mean? And whoever listening, feel free to listen and listen closely. I can still make sound. My voice can still give life to verbs and nouns. Words needed to be heard in conjunction of something so profound that initiated my broken silence. No longer will I be muffled. I am now making noise like boys in a huddle, ready to suffer to reach the end zone in the game of life.
Right.
I want my name in light, Terrence Burns, for those who's coherent to learn and see that I've been stuck in this can like a worm for 23 plus years as an innocent man. I am eternity wealthy, no indigent man. I've been in this can putting together an intricate plan on how to win my freedom. He's speaking, so heed him with a mind that's open and reliant on wanting to know the truth behind my broken silence. I speak with a purpose.
Come on.
I don't speak to clown around no circus. I'm putting truth on surface to give life to it. It was dead and buried for too long because they put a knife through it, but it rose from the dead to ignite fluid to burn holes through the falsehood that was unknown to the public because detectives overwrite through it, but now even the blind can see it and go right to it. I'm against injustice, so I'm energetically scoping defiance, pushing my way through poetically spoken words fixated on my broken silence.
Come on.
I pray for a better position. In my cell, I lay and write letters from prison to those that says I've forever been missing from the world I once was a part of, but it feels like I've never been in it because I've been gone from home for so long, but it's like I'll never revisit. I thank God for people like Pete Kelly.
Come on.
And helping me fight for justice with no fear, no violence. Noisy as this world is, it can't compare to the loudness of my broken silence. Kim Fox, please hear me.
Come on, Kim.
I chose to speak loudly and clearly of my innocence so you could clear me of these charges and bring light to the evidence that was in darkness forever. Help bring my family and I back together in the name of unity. I was shamed and scrutiny by those who came to do to me what they did to others, so I was framed and threw to the side like I'm trash, and in a flash they removed the great name from the community.
Come on.
They tried to make it where someone read my eulogy.
I know you guys can't barely hear it.
I'm a survivor. Being resilient ain't new to me. I was born to be strong and in compliance.
Come on.
With the guide of my destiny, I'm giving the best of me through the voice of my broken silence.
Ooh. All right. Give it up. Hey, man, on point. I'm so proud that you had a chance to do it first here on Ulon.Life. Man, we love you. We're backing you up. For those who are on my live, I'm so sorry that you guys can't hear what we hear in here, okay? But we're definitely going to put it on YouTube. It's going to go, out there. This is a first, and this is history right now. You have somebody who is behind the wall, who's reaching out, that we support, and we're going to do that from time just to show, because these shows are about people that may have been misjudged, along the ways of life, and we support those, and in the end, God gonna have the last say so, and exoneration is what we're going for. So it's very important that you guys understand that we are pushing for those who don't have a voice to have a voice, and we're gonna be their voice. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So we're definitely out here. So Terrence, you still there, my brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Terrence, along this journey, man, I want to just say, do you have any shout-outs, people that you know have kind of supported you along the way, that have helped you? Because you're talking about 23 years, my brother. 23 years is, man, mind-boggling to me. Yes, in 5 months. So, let me say this real quick before you do your shout-outs. I want people to know that this exoneration, this CIU unit has the transcripts that we've put together by his lawyer, by us, getting ready to redo them as well, and it's on Kim Fox table. It's in the office. So we need people to start getting in touch with her to make sure that Terrence Burns' case gets seen, that it gets adhered to, that it gets looked over, that we need her to understand that it's 23 years is long enough. We're coming at it, we're coming for it, we're getting this brother out, and we're fully standing behind him and the family. Okay? That's just period, point blank how it's going down. You know what I'm saying? 23 years is long enough for anybody who's been unjustly, convicted of a crime. Right. So they need to look at this compelling new evidence just to help this young man out. Terrence, you got the floor. My brother, who you want to give some shout outs to?
First and foremost, man, I want to thank God, man, for his mercy, his protection,
he said first,
his undying love. You know what I mean? And I thank my family for doing every single day. It's 23 years and 5 months.
Yes, 23 years and 5 months.
Their unconditional support. I like to thank the Exoneration Project. I want to thank all of my supporters, all of my supporters of the hashtag Justice for Terrence Burns movement. I'd like to thank all of my new supporters.
Yes, all the new supporters.
Right now. I'd like to thank my homeboy Kevin Mahan.
Yes, Kevin. And thanks for that hookup, Kevin. You man.
Yes, he is.
Yes, sir. For his due diligence and last but not least, I'd like to give a special thanks to yourself, Peter.
Hey,
for your
love you, fam.
and seeing
Thank
me.
you.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, it's like the truth will account to justice one day. You feel
I appreciate
it. And it's God's will that I receive the justice.
That's right. That's right.
You feel me? Because, hey, I am being, by way of the Fifth Amendment, I am being compelled to be a witness against myself.
Yes.
And it's out of order.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'd also like to say that for those of you who want to be a part of just being a part of this team and reaching out and finding more about this case and coming out to support as we help this young man get exonerated, you can still reach me at 312-834-8020. This is the overhead for those at home. You guys can reach us and, reach out to me personally. I'd also like to thank those, in the back, my boy Omari, Mike, everybody who makes, this go on each week to make it possible for us to do what we do, because we are the voices of those, who might not have a chance. We are the voices of those who really are trying to, get their point across in life that might be underprivileged, might not have the access that other people have. I also want to thank Lakeisha, Elmo, people that were, this was like a last minute thing, and I want to thank the family that couldn't make it, because they are with us every step along the way. You know what I'm saying? Through our team, even Eric, and other people, the whole entire family that supports, this young brother Terrence Burns. It's just amazing that, our justice system, as far as we've come, it's set back so far because of politicalness, because of the behind the scenes that people don't see. Just like my live here, my live gets to see certain things that other people don't see, and that's what happens in Chicago politics. You know what I'm saying? And so we speaking for the underdog right now. And man, Terrence, I want you to keep your head up there, Tell all the rest of the men that are there. I do want you to realize that this is a first. This is history right now for a non-for-profit, basically, to help support of different voices from, all over the place. And hopefully, it can continue in a righteous movement just to keep it going. Terrence, before we go real quick, I just want to say, I want to ask this pertinent question. How have you held your head up 23 years without going under?
Man, hey, when I first, stepped foot in the county jail, I said I'm here, and I got to put together the strength that my grandma instilled within me. You know what I mean? So, over the years, I read books, man. I wrote.
He said over the years he's been reading, staying strong.
I did artwork, you know what I mean? I stayed productive, man. I stayed productive.
Stay very productive.
And it helped me out along the way, man. I still got my youth, you know what I mean?
Exactly. He said he still has his youth. That's right. Man, I love you, man. Listen, I want to challenge anybody out there. For those of you, who don't know, this man will be coming home soon. Let me say, if anyone has any type of productive, artistic forms that this young man can do when he comes home, please get in touch with me. Go to Ulon.Life or just reach out to me personally at 312-834-8020. Whether it be jobs, whether it be spoken word, whether it be anything, we're going to help this young man, when he comes home, just to stay productive, to stay clear, for his mind to stay just impacted with society, because so many people, they may do 1 or 2 years and go down, you know what I'm saying, and get back into the drug game. You talk about 23 years. This man has really stood the test of time, and so we support him in Ulon, and we're definitely behind him 100%, him and his family, and all Ulons across Chicago. So, Terrence, man, any last words before you go, my brother?
Man, hey, man, one word I got to say is peace, man. Peace to everybody. You feel me?
He said definitely. One word he got to say is peace. Man. Peace to everybody, those, support him along the way. Definitely.
Man, I'm a big advocate of peace, man. You feel me?
I feel you, Terrence. Again, man, you amazing. You have a testimony when you get out, and I'd like you, definitely when you get out to come to our different churches. I'm gonna take you around the circuit. I speak at a lot of colleges. It would be an honor to have you with me, just to be able to reach out, to a lot of different communities, people that are there for business, people that are there for criminal justice classes, people that are even in the work for social work. You know what I'm saying? Because your testimony could help somebody else out that is getting into the field of actually just how people act. Not even the wrongs they may have did or the rights, but just how people act, because you are walking testimony of somebody who actually took a situation, he's railroaded by the powers that be, and not only made the best of it, but stayed spiritual. You know, that is power, my brother. That's power.
I have one more thing to say. You know, I wrote my
Say, got one more thing to say.
Man. I wrote my autobiography, man. So one day the world will be reading that very soon.
Okay, he said he wrote his autobiography, and the world will be reading it very soon. Man, my brother, it's such an honor, man, and I really want to, man, applaud your effort. Definitely know that people are going to be awaiting you. People are going to be supporting you because Ulon is definitely, you know, backing you up. I get calls every day about what we're doing in different communities, and I have to tell them all the time, you know, Terrence Burns, be on the lookout for this name because we're pushing them, you know. I mean, it's going to be overwhelming in a minute, you know what I'm saying, when the press hears about it. And you guys got a first here, right here on Ulon.Life with Terrence Burns. I just want to say, my brother, we're getting ready to wrap it up. It's been a really good show because we got to show the world somebody who knows about perseverance. And I think that's what it's all about. A young man who stood the test of time and actually persevered and never gave up. 23 years and 5 months, this man never gave up, you know. So
resilience pumps in my blood, man.
Yes, he said resilience is pumped in his blood. Real quick, sister, I'm gonna give this queen right here a chance, you know what I'm saying, to do a quick little shout out. Who would you like to shout out to?
You, Peter, for helping us out and having me on the show.
All right, you know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me. Terrence, we're getting ready, man, wrap this up. It's been a pleasure. You will be present, you know what I'm saying, in our thoughts and our minds, and I'm definitely going to do what needs to be done in the city of Chicago with this new mayor, you know, to make sure that justice prevails with Terrence Burns' case. For you guys that don't know at home, you guys can get in touch with me if you have anybody that needs advocating for. We're out here, and you'll be seeing more about Terrence Burns along the way. Go to Ulon.Life, and we love you. Hey, Terrence.
Yes, sir.
Man, I want you to keep your head up. Everybody at home supports you. And, man, I'm going to go to his webcam one more time. You guys go to Justice for Terrence Burns page and make sure that you will always reach out to him. Follow us and let us know what's going on with you guys. You can get feedback on that page, okay? Again, Terrence, keep your head up, man. We love you. And each one teach one, and don't stop there. Hey, Terrence, love you, fam.
Love you.
Love you too, brother. Yes, sir. Love the world, man.
All right, man. Holler back, man. Keep your head up in there. You'll be hearing us within the next day or so.
I will. Peace.
Yeah.
All right.
Holler.